Lakini kuna tenkia maya gutegera wagirbo into mwanya thokone Kebs nigitete Gikaro Kia muingie kwariria mari yamero yera kwirigirwa kulikithwa na nyombo kinyanira nindi ntobini thokone chietu kenda kwa kinyamoni ya Kenya na ugebo.
This part of the public participation is sensitization of the already gazetted levy order of 2025. It has already become law. We have gazetted it. It was gazetted on the 8th of August 2025. So since then it has been in operation, but we are now, as part of now sensitization of the public, is about now, this is the journey that we started close to 2 years ago during the initial public participation when we started revising the levy order of 1990 to come up with the levy order of 2025. And the Standards Levy Order 2025 is a product of broader public participation where everyone was included, because we did public participation in terms of when we were revising these rates all throughout. And we also aligned it with the government's better bottom-up economic transformation agenda, where we catered for manufacturers who are on low revenue but still had to pay standard levy in the past. Well, if you look at where the standards levy order began its journey, the first and the only time we actually introduced and touched standard levy in terms of the revenue to be levied was in 1990. So you can imagine, between 1990 to 2025, that's a good 35 years. And the manufacturing, as I said in the MD speech earlier, the manufacturing of 1990s is a lot different from the manufacturing of 2025, and with the sustainability into the future, it costs money to develop standards, support the local manufacturers, and it was no longer sustainable to continue to charge standards levy at 1990 rate and then expect to support manufacturers in 2025.
Considering the responsibilities that have been entrusted to Kebs, based on the Kenya Constitution 2010, where consumer protection through Article 46 has now been is mandatory that all products manufactured locally and even the ones imported in the country, that Kebs must assure that they are of reasonable quality. So the infrastructure required to be able to set up facilities, like for example for testing, for calibration, and the infrastructure development required to be able to protect Kenyans, and again to facilitate the trade in all the 48 counties in this country. It is the equipments are expensive, those infrastructure are expensive, and our lives matter a lot in terms of consumer protection.